Welcome everybody to episode 17 of Breaking the Huddle, brought to you by the News Graphic, brought to you as always by Moses Inc. for all your lawn care needs, and SCAD, Scott Countyans Against Drugs. We're calling it back to the grind. We've got a lot to get to because we are getting back to the grind. It meant a little bit of a Christmas break for us. Not a Christmas break for the teams per se. The four basketball teams were busy over the holidays. We'll start with the Great Crossing girls because they've been on a roll of late. They played in the traditional Bank Holiday Classic over Reston Catholic. Split 4 games against some tough competition, then had 12 days off, and you wonder how's that going to affect them. Maybe they're going to lose some of their momentum. No, indeed. They thrashed Iroquois with a school record 95 points this past Saturday, and then bounced back 3 nights later and hung up 87 points in a victory over Frankfort. That was their first 41st district win of the season, so they moved to 4-7 overall, 3 consecutive wins. And they are rolling into what appears to be not a soft portion of their schedule, but certainly easier than the just gauntlet that they had to run to start things. Bradley McMath playing extremely well. She's one of only 2 juniors on a team with no seniors, averaging 15-plus points per game and just running the offense brilliantly. Reagan Barrett has really emerged in the middle. She was our player of the game the other night on our Bird's Nest broadcast, and as she's come along, I think it has opened things up on the outside for the Warhawks, whose defense has struggled from time to time, but that's something they've got time to shore up here as they look to be contenders in both the 41st District and the 11th Region. While we're on the girls, let's talk about the Scott County girls. Big battle. Well, let's start with their Christmas trip down to South Carolina. They played in the Blue Star Holiday Invitational down there in Rock Hill in the Charlotte area. Picked up 2 wins, won the consolation bracket down there, played teams from 3 different states. Some serious athletes, according to Coach Steve Helton. He liked how his team handled that challenge. Then they came back to Kentucky. It's a little different story, playing a little more. Teams that have a lot more discipline, I think, is fair to say. Started out with defending champion Ryle Lady Raiders, played in a neutral court game at Franklin County this past Saturday. It was a foul fest, to say the least, and Ryle came out on top as Maddie Shear, the University of Oregon bound star of that team, kind of carried them to victory, 71-64. Fouls just caught up with the Lady Cards in the second half of that one. And then they came out and won the return to the 11th Region, did SC, at Madison Central on Wednesday night, but it was ugly to say the least. Not a pretty performance. A convincing win, but I think Coach Helton wants to see just a better overall effort from his team as they go into a big game against Dunbar next week. Boys side, let's start with Great Crossing again. They played in the Logan County Invitational, and they were the runner-up down there. 3 hours from home, picked up 2 wins, did some team bonding. Lost a tough one to the hosts, 80-72 in the final, but they had a last-second buzzer beater by Neil Baker in one of the earlier games, and another close game as they beat both Hopkinsville and Louisville Collegiate. So Great Crossing coming along at a tough road loss at Lincoln County after that, but improved to 2-0 in the 41st District with a convincing win over Frankfort this past Tuesday night. Another great night for Michael McKenzie, scored all 22 of his points in the second half. They've just got a lot of different options. KJ Tucker and Neil Baker, as you mentioned, him and Jalen Barber all playing well as of late. So Great Crossing, big pivotal week next week. They've got Western Hills and Franklin County back-to-back, so that could determine whether or not they can get that #1 seed in their inaugural season in the 41st District. Scott County boys, consistency's been the issue for them. Ashland Invitational, they were the, again, consolation bracket winners. Lost a tough game early in the tournament to Boyd County and bounced back with 2 wins. And they went down to Clay County, Bobby Keith Gymnasium, a place where even Billy Hicks' team struggled over the years, and Coach Tim Glenn's team had a tough time as well. As an old school, work the ball inside, draw fouls, and get to the line strategy for Clay County worked in a victory for the Tigers there. That dropped Scott County to 6-6. They had a week off to prepare for what's up next, which is Friday night on the Bird's Nest Broadcasting Network or at newsgraphic.com as they will play Henry Clay. It's a big one in the 42nd District. 42nd District, in the boys' side, really loaded at the top and balanced with Henry Clay, Scott County. Douglas has stepped it up a notch. Bryan Station's been competitive with everybody, so it's a key game. Scott County, the only remaining undefeated team, but they're 1-0 at this point. Henry Clay has played pretty much all its other district opponents, so this could be for the top seed as things go forward. So big night, 7:30 on Friday Hope you can be there. If not, join us online, either audio or video on the Bird's Nest Network. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the little Reader's Digest summary of what's gone on the last 3 weeks. We'll be with you every week from here on through the end of the season. We hope it's going to be a productive one into February and March. And don't forget the Toyota Classic is in a couple of weeks as well. We'll have full coverage of that. Until next time, we'll see you.